Hey guys, Chris here from Kite Republic, here today to talk you through the Naish S25 product range.
For this video, we'll look directly at the S25 kite foil range.
With none other than Naish International Team Rider, current Kite Park League World Champ, all-round nice guy, and St Kilda frother, Mr. Ewan Jaspan. Let's get him on the line. All right, Ewan, let's talk kite foils. So, 2020 season, we saw the Kite 600 as the only foil in the Naish offering, whereas moving to the S25 range, we've got the 810 and the 960 with an accessory to get the 650 in there as well. Can you tell us what can we expect? Big differences between the 600 to probably the 810 will be the standard that a lot of people will go towards.
Yeah, for sure. So last year we had the 600, which was quite a high performance free-ride wing. Obviously we still have the surf foils in the lineup, which are great for kiting as well, but they weren't specifically marketed towards the kite market. So this year we have three specific kite foils. We have the 810, which I think will be the bread and butter for your standard kite foiler. It's that bit much bigger than the 600 last year, obviously 210 square centimeters more, so it's a much more stable platform. It's also, just grab it here. So it's a whole new shape. Obviously you can see it's completely different. It's more of a kind of carvy, surfy feeling wing. Really stable platform. And just that extra bit of size makes it so easy to ride. Still plenty of top end speed as before. If you were going to go from a 600, the next step up was obviously the 1050 free move, which is still quite a lot of foil for kiting, as you can even surf on that one. So this is a nice halfway in between, all new shape, and it's just such a fun, easy to ride foil, which still has that kite foil speed with the surf foil stability and feel. So that's kind of where the idea for this was. Then we have the 960, which is probably the more beginner foil in the lineup. It's really nice and foils at low speed, but it also doesn't jack you up really quick. A lot of the bigger foils, you get on them, especially when you're learning, you obviously have that twin tip back foot pressure, and you'll get on them, and the minute you see someone send their kite to go, they just shoot up in the air and then drop back down. The idea behind the 960 was to make a foil with plenty of lift that will foil at a low speed, but it will gradually rise up. So instead of it jacking up and then foiling along, you can ride it on the board and then slowly bring it up to foiling. So that's a really nice, easy foil as your first foil. Obviously this 810 as well is a great first foil too. But if you're that person who really thinks that they're going to get the most benefit out of the easiest to ride foil, that would be the 960.
Perfect, a great run through there. And now I've seen the jet foils and a couple of these that have come in already, and I noticed there are some construction changes with regards to the mast and how that's set up. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the whole thing's gone through construction changes. The wings are just incredibly light this year. They're nice carbon composite. You can see there, they're a really nice looking finish. It's just a cool looking foil. So they're really light. The mast as well this year is slightly wider, so it's also stiffer. So it gives you that more direct feeling, and it's also a lot lighter than last year's mast as well. So you'll notice the first thing when you pick up a S25 complete foil setup is just the weight. When you're carrying your board like this with the foil out, it just feels like you're carrying a normal board. So it's really nice to walk around with walk-up wind. If you've got to walk out far to get some deeper water to start on the foil, it's so nice to have that light foil just to carry around. And I think I forgot to mention the 650 as well, which you can buy as an accessory to the 810 or 960. So you can see it's just basically a faster, more high performance version of the 810. And yeah, you can just buy that as a single front wing and bolt it onto any of the kite setups.
Beautiful. All right, so as a very quick wrap up there, obviously if you've tried last year's and you were learning, you probably would have found that it was quite twitchy and it needed a fair bit of power before you could get yourself up. So more for the advanced end, whereas this year's, from what you've said, either the 810 or the 960, or especially the 960, you should be able to foil at lower speeds and have a much more consistent, learning experience through there. Is that how you basically wrap it up?
Yeah, last year, obviously the 600, it was a great foil. I really loved it, but it wasn't the easiest one to learn on. And if you're a heavier rider, it was quite a small foil. This year, we've just got that broader range. We've got the 3 kite foils now, catering for everyone, plus the surf foils. If you really want to go into that realm of the crossover foil, the surf foils work really well for kiting as well. But I'd say for the standard customer who feels fairly confident with that they're going to be able to learn foiling and stick with it, I'd say the 810 is the perfect foil for everyone.
Perfect. Have you ever seen anybody seem like they're fairly confident after their first 3 attempts at foiling?
I wouldn't say so, but you've got to just stick with that belief, because it can be pretty demoralizing those first few sessions.
But you will be on the water 70% more of the time. It's amazing once you can nail it, and a lot of fun.
In Melbourne, you can go for a foil.
Yeah, absolutely. Sweet. Thank you very much, Ewan Jaspan. And guys, if you want to talk foiling, you want to try the new Naish range, hit us up, kiterepublic.com.au, or drop in at the shop. We would love to chat, love to get out there on the water with you, and hope you're having fun. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.